Welcome to Green Machine Football. I am John Rowley along with Bob Pettit here on a beautiful night for football in Geneseo as it's homecoming 2012 here at Bob Reed Field.
If you've been watching here along the pre-game ceremonies here, watching the band, enjoying some of the music, and you can kind of see the crowd getting into it, ready for homecoming game.
Exactly.
Perfect weather, ready to go.
A little bit of a crisp evening this evening here in Geneseo, and just right for Green Machine Football. A preliminary game this evening, the sophomores were victorious over the Dixon Dukes by a score of 52-24 for those sophomores in their victory over the Dixon Dukes.
Leafs look really crisp in the pregame. Look like they're ready to go. They are not taking this for granted. Last year, Dixon gave them all they wanted over at Dixon. Leafs had to come from behind to win that ball game to keep their your winning season streak alive, and they don't want to get themselves in that situation, hopefully, and get behind at the onset. So I believe they're going to be ready to go from the onset.
That 2-2 record certainly looked nice to get a victory here tonight as a tough defeat last week here at home.
Dixon comes in at 0-4, but that's a little deceptive. You know, they played some very good competition, and they put the ball up, and we found out last week we're a little bit susceptible at times to that big play, especially when that ball's in the air. So I'm sure they worked on it very hard this week, and it'll be a kind of a strong test for them this year to see how well they defend the pass the rest of the season.
Little update, our freshman team was victorious the other night in their game up at Sycamore as they beat the freshmen of Sycamore. I don't have the score in front of me here, but certainly we were victorious by the score of 29-0 over the Sycamore Spartans.
You do have that score in front of you, obviously.
Yes, I do. Geneseo will go in to open up the night on the kickoff side of the ball as we have deferred till the second half.
Little Rocky music here, get us going. Pump them up.
The crowd is getting into it. Here we go. Wolak has it teed up. No breeze at all right now on as far as the flags that we can see. Nothing on the clock. 0-0, 12 minutes, and Wolak with the kick. High pooch kick going to come down about the 30, hits the ground. And it's going to be fielded by Dixon right near the long jump pit, as you're familiar with the field here, at the 25-yard line. Right on the sideline, they're going to mark it at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dixon Dukes as they come on the field with white jerseys, purple pants, purple helmets. And they're looking to probably spread the field tonight against the Maple Leafs.
Nice kick by Kevin Wallach. It was a nice high kick and had that Dixon receiver not pounded on that ball. The Leafs were all over it. Could have been an onside.
1st and 10, 3 receivers out this near side, the left side of the Dixon offense. Geneseo in their green jerseys, yellow pants. They're going to drop back the pass. Going to flush him out of the pocket and brought down from behind that time. On the tackle was...
Hey, look, Miller.
Yes, it did.
It was Mitch Miller snuck into the backfield, tripped him up, grabbed the leg. It's going to be about a 3-yard loss, so that's going to be 2nd and 13 for Dixon, and an outstanding way to start the ball game for the Leafs defense.
Loss of 3 in the play and brings up 2nd down for the Dixon Dukes. 3 receivers again out this near side. Quarterback's going to keep the ball in his shotgun. He's going to keep the ball and takes a lick in there at the original line of scrimmage. Will bring up 3rd and about 10 for Dixon. No questions there. His design play there for the quarterback to take off running the ball.
And Mitchell on the tackle.
Miller down at the bottom of that again.
Geeson threw the ball a lot this last couple games.
I saw a 6 number fly through that. I believe it was Patterson. I'm sure it was. The interior line changed up just a little bit. They got Cameron Panicucci in the middle, and Billier and Travis Akers, Caleb Billier and Travis Akers at the tackle spots.
3 down linemen. 4 receivers out this near side this time for Dixon. Looking to throw the ball. Puts the ball up in the air. And incomplete. Looks like it should have been out of bounds. He did catch.
They're going to call that complete. They're going to call that complete.
A long downfield inside the 40-yard line.
Just over the 40-yard line.
We'll watch the replay here and see if we pick up anything there.
Looked like he fell out of bounds, but he caught the ball.
There's a lot of...
Apparently had the feet in. Did not bobble it. And it's going to be a reception. That's a huge play for Dixon.
Down to the 40-yard line. Geneseo's 40-yard line. It's a 35-yard pickup that time.
Comment we made at the onset, how well they do against the big play is going to have a lot to do with
They're spreading the field.
How much success they have.
Quarterback's in the backfield by himself. Going to be brought down right there. No gain in the play, a loss of a yard as they have 7 receivers out wide. It looked like 7 anyway.
Yeah, Caleb Billier all over that thing.
Patterson and
Smelled
Akers
that
on
out.
the tackle.
Akers,
Houston's
Patterson
ball carrier.
also came, but Billier had a hold of him, brought him to the ground quickly.
Loss of 2 on the play. Call it 2nd and 12. Dixon doesn't even go into much of a huddle. They have 2 receivers at the top of the screen and 3 at the bottom. Quarterback stands back, 6 yards off, sends a man in motion. Long count, snaps back, pump fake. Gonna be brought down, the ball's
loose.
Fumbled. Looks like Geneseo must have got it back. It looks like it. Geneseo made him fumble. Number 64 for the Leafs knocked it loose. Caleb Billier. And on the recovery, I didn't pick up who got it.
I didn't catch that either.
Rowley on the fumble recovery.
It's Rowley.
I know that guy.
Matthew Rowley. He's just running on the field, though. I wonder.
Yeah, I think it was 26 got the recovery.
Might have been Singbush.
So Geneseo take over 1st and 10 at their own.
If Matt
40.
got that fumble, he got to the sideline and back on really quickly.
Ball sits on Geneseo's 47-yard line.
They needed to stop, and that's a good way to get it done.
Luke Schneider, quarterback, gives a quick pitch back, got a little convoy out in front of him, cuts back against the grain.
It was Miller on the carry.
Miller gets over the 45 to about the 47-yard line for the Leafs.
Used the fullback Burris on a little bit of a decoy wide. A couple players.
Alexander checks into the game for Rowley as they rotate plays in and out as they take the quarterback. Number 5, Luke Schneider. Luke Schneider's a junior, 5'9", 155 pounds, will come up second.
Fry on the tackle.
Second and
down.
7 for the Leafs. Wingback goes in motion. Second man's going to get the carry. Still fighting for yards. Gets up close to the 50-yard line. They're going to mark forward progress at the 50. It'll bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Leafs.
Singbush, the ball carrier.
That was Singbush again.
Knows the football's right at the 50-yard line. We'll call it 3rd and 3 for the Leafs.
Grinded out football here. The Leafs are going to just take that ball right up the middle. 3 yards in the crowd, a cloud of dust, but you got to get 4 on this one.
Yep, got to keep.
Good.
They're going to try to keep him off the field. Keep Dixon off the field. Overload this near side, looks like. Wing back on the left side for the Leafs. Green
defense
jerseys.
is packed in tight.
Second man's going to get
offside.
it. No, he kept it. Schneider kept the ball. Schneider kept the ball. He's up the middle of the field. 10, 5, a touchdown. 50-yard touchdown run by Schneider. Had me fooled, Bob.
Number 5.
Start calling for your pizza. He obviously had the Dixon defense fooled as well. It looked like second man had the ball. About 4 guys tackled him, and Schneider just tucked it in, took it right up the field.
Be the 10th caller to the Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
Basically untouched there, John.
Yes.
And we talked about the big play being part of this game, and the first big play of the ball game goes to the Leafs.
Kicks up and good by Wolak. It's another point to board. 7-0. Maple Leafs on top here with 8:28 left in the first quarter.
8:28 left to go.
So Leafs get a stop on Dixon's first drive.
7.
They were moving the ball, but a fumble give the Leafs the ball, and they moved it down on about 4 plays.
3 plays, 57 yards, 1 minute and 28 seconds here in this first quarter, capped off by that 50-yard touchdown run by Luke Schneider. Wolak's kick was good. 7-0 Maple Leafs. Boy, that fake was just outstanding.
Well, it helped that all the defensive, all the guys in purple bit into it.
Yep.
Because we went right with it. There was defensive players tackling the ball carriers that didn't have the ball. Excellent job on Snyder's part.
So Geneseo marks on the board first with 8:28 left in this first quarter. Homecoming here at Geneseo. A beautiful night. If you're just listening to us, come on over. Plenty of seats available here at the
Wolak to kick off.
Bob Reed Field.
Except in the middle school section. The middle school is packed.
They are packed down there.
Standing room only.
To receive.
Nice high pooch kick. It's going to fall.
That's going to bounce.
That's going to hit the ground. It's still alive. Patterson's right there near the ball, along with
looks like Johnson.
Nate Johnson. But it looks like Dixon must have came out of the pile with the ball.
Nate Johnson.
Dixon did fall on it, but it hit the ground and was touched by a Dixon player, rolled loose. And those we're going to get a few of those.
Yep. Nice kick, though, by Wolak to place it just perfectly.
1st and 10 for the Dukes at their own 37 yards.
Dukes at their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
The bad side of that, of course, it does give them the ball on the 37-yard line.
What was the call there? Did anybody pick that up?
Must have some motion.
Flags on the play.
Must have had some motion. There's no
illegal procedure on Dixon of some sort. 5 yards to be marked off, it looks like.
No problem with the time clock. Might have had somebody lined up. Up to procedure,
Yep. Illegal procedure, 5 yards.
Illegal procedure against the Dukes moves it back 5.
So 1st and 15 is going to, again, give Dixon a great opportunity to throw that bomb again.
Yep.
So
Dixon players all look towards the sideline to get their play. They don't even huddle. They still go with a 5-down lineman and
watch that deep shot.
2 ends on this side, 3 at the top of the screen. Incomplete pass as it goes right near the down marker. It'll bring up a 2nd down, and
pass intended
that
for
was almost, that play was almost caught.
Down.
Almost a one-handed grab over there on the sideline. It had only been about a 5-yard gain, but now it's 2nd and 15. And Dixon probably looking downfield once again. They sent 4 receivers wide that time, and it looks like they're doing the same. Maybe 5. Yep, they're up to 5 now.
Quarterback will stand inside his own 30-yard line to about the 28-yard line. Sends a man in motion. Quarterback had him hemmed in the backfield, but comes out alive. Picks up about 5 on the play as we tackle him right at the 40-yard line. We had him boxed in pretty well there in the backfield, but just couldn't wrestle him down.
Just about stop, and he squirmed out of it. Going to be 3rd and about 8, 7, 3rd and 7.
40-yard line, 3rd down.
So pick up of 8 on that play.
We had him stopped for about a no gain on the play, but like I said, he squirmed loose.
Quarterback didn't even look downfield. They flooded the far side with that man in motion. They had 4 receivers on one side, never looked downfield. That was a planned draw.
Man comes in motion, going to put 4 receivers on this near side. Quarterback's going to look, getting some pressure in the backfield. Going to throw a flag late and brought down for a loss in the play that time by Michael Daniels.
Daniels on the one-leg tackle.
Came out of nowhere.
Billiard gets up slow. He might have got cracked back. He's walking very gingerly. Mislow hobbling around. Bunch of guys were getting hacked. It might have been might have been just a plain illegal block.
Home declines the bill.
They're going to decline that because it's going to bring up a 4th down and long. It's going to be 4th and about 10. So they're going to decline that and let them punt away.
They are going to go in a punt formation,
which is really a good idea. You don't want to give Dixon that shot at that long shot again.
Got 3 receivers over here still. 2 at the top. He is going to kick the ball. Way out of reach of anybody to return. Ball rolls out of bounds at the 33-yard line of Geneseo. And that's where Geneseo's off to come back on the field with the score 7-0. They're on top of the Dixon Dukes, and they're coming on the field for their 2nd possession of the evening.
We got Brandon Mislow here on the sidelines, down again. He's been nursing that ankle ever since the first game. He left the first game in the first half with an ankle sprain, and it's been bothering him ever since. I think he's getting used to figuring out how to battle back with it, though.
Solberg checks in the game. Schneider now to quarterback number 5. Also the king, I believe, the court, Luke Schneider. Tight formation for the Leafs, double wing set. Burris, the fullback, number 33. Looking for a counter play. He's got a wide open, he's got a convoy. Michael Daniels out in front, he's going to lay a block. He does try to get a block, cuts him back. Still against the grain. Now he walks away from the block. Nice job by Daniels. Touchdown, Geneseo.
That's Mitch Miller on the carry.
Geneseo, number 25.
67 yards down the right sideline. In for the score. Behind some great blocking, and maybe some great non-blocking by Michael Daniels downfield. Nice heads-up play by Daniels.
Running interference, you might call it, ahead of him. And Miller waited for it. Miller waited for the interference and then made a nice cut back Lunged
And watch
into the end
Daniels.
zone.
Watch Daniels right there. He could have blocked the guy in the back right there, but he walked away from it, and no call was made.
But he deflected. He stood in the way and let Miller make that back cut behind him. Off to the races goes Miller. That was a long one-play drive.
Now we're going to go for the PAT attempt as they still work on Mislow on the sideline here. Wolak under the hold of Yeager. Geneseo 13-0. It's a nice long run that time by Mitch Miller. Kicks up, and that's going to be down the middle. And good for the Leafs.
Point after touchdown
Leafs,
by Wolak is good.
after 4 plays from scrimmage, have 14 points on the board.
Dixon 0, Geneseo
Be the 10th caller to
14.
the Roma's Pizza. Every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only must be redeemed within 1 week. For Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
That means if you're watching on Sunday, you can still get a pizza. You just have to pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's still available.
John Buzzard told me that line. I finally figured it out after all these years. Whew. So 4 plays, 14 points. That's pretty good efficiency for the Leafs.
I like how our defense is flying to the ball also.
Defense, obviously a penalty was a little bit of an assist on that last drive, but Dixon failed to move the ball at all. 3 and punt away, and the Leafs capitalize.
7:04 left in this
This is
first quarter.
This is exactly what the Leafs wanted to have happen. They didn't want to have Dixon in the ball game early and have to come from behind.
Wolak with a high pump kick. Comes down about the 29. And they return the ball over the 40, about the 41, so about a 5-yard return for the Dixon Dukes, and they'll come on the field. Pass-happy team. We're wanting to be.
Once again, good field position
Martinez
for
on the
the
return.
Dukes, starting at the 41-yard line. Those
Akers and Petra on
those high
tackle.
poochie kickoffs, if they hit the ground, they're very dangerous. But if they don't, the opposition gets the ball in good field position.
First and 10 from the
for
Dukes.
at their own 42-yard line.
42-yard line. Geneseo has everybody walked up pretty tight. Quarterback runs the option play to the right side, gets hit at the 40-yard line, and then he struggles forward to get the first. It gets over the 45. Looked like Kyle Patterson in on the tackle there.
Burris
The ball carrier.
in defensively
Ball's at the 45.
got into
line,
the
second down.
Dixon backfield, but
Gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring 2nd and 5 for Dixon. Again, wide receivers left, wide right. Shotgun formation for Dixon. Gives the ball and gets rid of it. Downfield, incomplete. Geneseo stayed off the quarterback enough to not get the flag thrown there.
got a little bit of a kind of a wing check there. Was that
Pass intended
Yeah.
that Marmion?
Coffee
I believe it
is
was.
Might have been
incomplete.
Marmion.
Or Panacucci.
One of them put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Kind of dropped him at the end, but there's a little bit of acting on it. The official was all over it. Watched him go down and did not throw the yellow flag.
So we'll call it third and 6, the 45-yard line for Dixon. Dixon's 45-yard line. Dixon, purple pants, purple helmets, white jerseys. Low snap, quarterback comes up with it. Nice tackle that time. Schneider with the tackle at the 50-yard line, drives him back against the grain.
Singh Bushola also over on the coverage. They had a pitch man, but he got hit before he could let go of that
Yep.
ball.
Interception.
They're going to have 4th and about 2, so a tough decision coming up for Dixon. It is almost at midfield.
Well, every time they move that ball, they're moving it. Yep.
Ball's at the Dixon 49-yard line, 4th down.
4th down. Looks like they are going into punt formation. Geneseo's going to put a return man back deep. Rolick comes back on the field to stand down around his 20-yard line at the left hash.
Contain here.
Or right hash.
Contain here. Don't assume they're going to kick that ball. Oh, just about got that. It was Mitch Miller.
Kind of an end-over-end of rugby-style kick, and the ball rolls inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Geneseo's fine with that. We'll take over 1st and 10 from our own 18-yard line
for the Maple Leafs at their own 18-yard
with
line.
5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Geneseo's up by the score of 14-0.
Nice bounce on that punt. Puts Geneseo deep in its own territory. but the efficiency that they've been putting in their offense, maybe we can get out of there quick.
Schneider goes into the huddle. Come to the line of scrimmage, wide to the left side goes Rowley, I believe, over to the far side. Wingback goes in motion, Singbush. Didn't pick up who carried the ball that time, Bob.
That was a fullback.
Burris with the carry.
Burris right up the middle.
Burris, the ball carrier.
Getting about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, strong 5.
Tervitas on the tackle.
We'll take on first down.
Yes.
Every time.
Ball's at the Geneseo 23-yard line, second down.
Second 5.
Out wide goes Alexander, top of the screen. Green jerseys for the Leafs. Wingback Singbush goes in coverage. Downey looking for some blocks downfield, but kept the ball. Snyder, yeah.
Yeah, and he picks up about 3 or 4. It's going to be 3rd and short. We got somebody down though. Is that Luke? Looks like Snyder might be taking his time getting up.
Snyder, the ball carrier.
Doesn't look like
Sikkema and Rankin on the tackle.
He doesn't look like it might not be serious, but he is just taking his time getting up.
Looking to warm somebody up here on this near sideline real quick.
Shannon Pierman, of course, working on her yardage, gets across the field.
Yep.
No time flat. That being the trainer.
Yep. Moving some personnel in and out in this opportunity. Blake Whitmer checks out. Comes to the sideline, try to get some real quick snaps into Yeager before he goes on. As Schneider will have to come off the field.
Nathan Yeager taking a few snaps from Whitmer. He's going to have to play at least a play or two. Rowley goes in with him. Snyder walking off. He's going to be
Looks fine, doesn't he?
He's going to be fine. Just took a little while getting up. It doesn't look like he might be dragging his arm a little bit. I'm not sure.
So
see what they look at.
Back to the play, 3rd and 2 for the Leafs.
They're not looking at
Gets
anything.
the ball deep the pile. Still on his feet. There goes Singbush with the carry. It looks like still on his feet over the 50 down to about the 47-yard line. Goes Singbush. That'll help the old offense
Thomas
there.
on the tackle.
Nice job by the offense to move the ball down. 28-yard run that time by Singbush off the left side.
It was 3rd and short. 28 yards will usually get you on 3rd and short.
Yep.
1st and 10 for the Maple Leafs at the Dixon 46-yard line.
Alexander comes out wide to the right side, number 48. Junior.
Yeager still under the ball.
They're moving their whole defense as we move. Got a convoy out in front of him. Still on his feet, goes 25. Still on his feet. Brendan break free. It's going to be Miller. He's going to go over the 20, inside the 15, 10, and out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. No, 6-yard line. Goes Mitch Miller.
Going to have to compromise, John, put it on the 7.
Nice effort that time by the line. And no, that's 39 yards that time that he picked up off the right side.
The big boys are controlling the line of scrimmage. No doubt about it. They're hooking their men in. They're not containing. Dixon is not containing on the outside. And once he got squirted outside, it was just a foot race.
Yep.
A couple of defenders got a nice angle on him, but he really took him down to the 7-yard line.
So we're looking at sidelines here. See if Schneider, he's walking along okay, it looks like. Number 5. Yeager's on at the quarterback position. Little convoy in front of him.
He's got a hole.
Singbush,
Wow.
Touchdown, Singbush.
He could have ran a lot farther.
Yep.
There was nobody touching him.
Yep, be the 10th caller to the Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown, and one of the free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
Nice read and a cut back by Ray Singbush, but nobody got a finger on him. Nobody with a white jersey anyway.
He took it left and brought it right back against the grain. PAT attempt up, and
it's a beauty.
Good by Wolak, number 9.
What was that? Was that 4 or 5 plays, Wallace? We're losing efficiency. We're taking. I believe we took 5 plays to get that in the end zone that time. One thing we're not doing very well is we're not running a lot of clock on these drives.
No.
Got to be disappointed in the fact that we are not burning up very much time on these offensive drives.
With a 5-play drive, Heats up 83 yards. 1 minute and 23 seconds elapses in that first quarter. Makes the score 21-0. Green Machine.
Maybe I have that wrong. Maybe if we score, it's okay. We don't burn up clock. If you go ahead 21-0, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Miller with 110 yards already in the first quarter on the ground.
Big plays.
That's 1 foot after 1 foot.
Yeah. Big plays have been the story of the game. We talked about big plays, stopping the big plays by the Leafs. Being a critical asset to the rest of their season, and they've done that to this point. But they've also
Wolak with the onside kick. It's a live ball right there.
It's all over.
Recovered by Geneseo.
Got it.
We got it. That was a nice kick that time.
No, they're giving it to Dixon.
I thought that we recovered it, didn't we? I guess not.
I guess we did not.
Okay. Coach Johnson's got it. Is now they're figuring out it's going the wrong direction.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a disagreement here.
There we go. Geneseo ball going the other way. That's what it was. I couldn't believe Coach Johnson was that pleased with the play that went against us.
Everybody was celebrating, and the officials pointed the wrong direction. They've got it straightened out now.
So Geneseo with a beautifully on.
We've got, I don't know if we mentioned yet, we've got Greg Strawhacker running that offensive guard today offensively. He's been a yeoman defensively this season, and we've got him at the offensive guard spot on the right side.
Get there.
Wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open.
Touchdown, Geneseo. I got a message from my wife here, and just as I turn around, Matthew's flying down the field for a pass reception. Daniels with the reception. Touchdown, Geneseo.
Snyder dropped back, and he had people wide open all over the field. Daniels was open by about 15 yards.
Yes.
All he had to do was catch that thing, and it was thrown up in the air, and he had to slow down just a little bit, reach behind him, and he got the ball. Strolled into the end zone.
27-0.
Got to give another pizza away, John.
Oh,
I tell you, we're going to break poor Gene Kukuru over at La Roma's.
Be the 10th caller to La Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large two-topping pizza. Live broadcast, viewer and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
Kevin Wolak with the extra point is good one more time, and it's I lost track, but I think we have 10 offensive plays. 10 offensive plays and 4 scores.
Give a shout out, Bob, to my dad who just called Debbie in the stands to say our broadcast was a little faint down there in the Monmouth area. So Keith is trying to work that out right now because we want a perfect broadcast all the time, every time. So I say a shout out to my dad listening down there. So Geneseo certainly in command this first quarter anyway. It's hard to believe we're still just in the first quarter. It's usually the third quarter. It seems like they last forever and ever, but there's still 3 minutes and 56 seconds left on the clock here in this first quarter. And Geneseo's up by the score 28-0.
You give a shout out to your dad. My mom was going to try to stay up and watch this thing tonight. I don't know how she's doing. She said she was going to try to stay up and watch.
And here we go, Wolak. The Wolak adventure right here. What's he going to do with the ball this time as he kicks off? He's going to give one right down the middle, hot and heavy. Bounces around, a big tight end, catches the ball. And tackled right at the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. There by, look like number 8.
Yeah, it's Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas, yes, Joe.
Tackle.
Scoot down the ball. Nate, his cousin, Nate Yeager, comes off the field with him. He must have been in on it too, or else they're just celebrating together.
Coach Bob's up here in the booth along with us. All right, 1st and 10, Dixon at their own 45 or 35-yard line. Quarterback going to give the ball up the middle, little seam that time, and they break free close to the 50-yard line.
Big seam time, actually.
Daniels on the tackle.
Some of our players is down on the field at about the 30.
That's Miller, it looks like. Miller's taking his time getting up now.
Miller, the senior, 5'7", 170 pounds. They're going to work on him as the trainer and the doctors both are out there, I believe.
He's had quite a first quarter.
Looks like he wants to try to get up on his own power.
Yeah, but he's got something that's ailing him pretty good because he can't get up. So we're gonna hope he gets back up because he's got quite a game going. 100 and some yards already in the first 7 minutes of the ball game. Leafs up 28-0. Have run only 10 offensive plays to score 28 points.
Coach Johnson makes his way out to see how Mitch is.
Ball is already across midfield for Dixon. Kind of have a big play offense. The sophomore game kind of went this way.
Yes.
Ended up a high scoring affair.
52-24. Sophomores were victorious tonight.
But Dixon's offense, scoring those 24 points was really putting the ball up and moving that ball down the field.
And something else, our freshmen are undefeated on the season. Our freshmen are undefeated for the season. Also, they've only given up 1 touchdown so far in this 2012 campaign. So Mitch comes walking off with pretty much under his own power, it looks like.
Coach Mackey having a conversation with him saying, can you go? But we're not going to go on this down and probably not this series.
So it's 1st and 10, Dixon at the Geneseo 49-yard line. Geneseo in the green jerseys, yellow pants.
That's good news. That it appears to be nothing too serious.
Dixon in the white jerseys trimmed in purple pants and helmet.
He's walking a little gingerly, but he's going to sit on the bench and have the trainer take a look at him.
One receiver near side for Dixon. T backfield. Gives the ball up the middle. Nice play that time by the defensive lineman up front. Stop for no gain on the play.
That was Burris. Burris stunning in, got in the Dixon backfield. Tackle him for no gain.
And Burris on the tackle.
Akers also in on the tackle.
Right, the ball carrier.
Travis Akers.
Ball's at the
Burris out of that.
Burris had him right around the legs and wrapped him, and he was going nowhere.
Burris in that fullback position on the offensive side, and then the defense, he gets down and dirty, and he just really doesn't know if he's a running back or a lineman. Does equally well up front.
Nice
loss of 1 on the play.
Nice asset defensively.
Quarterback drops back to pass, looking this near side. On the coverage over here is Snyder and trying to rip the ball away. Gain of only about 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and about 5.
They're going to give him quite a bit of forward progress, bringing it all the way up to the 45-yard line of Geneseo, but it's still going to be 3rd and about a long 6.
Long 6, isn't it?
3rd and long 6. And Dixon probably has 2 downs from here. They can't afford to punt that ball away too many more times.
3 receivers, top of the screen, 2 stand-up ends on this near side. Right in front of us here as we broadcast from Bob Reed Field. Geneseo's going to bring some pressure and just almost knocked down by Geneseo. And it's intercepted. No, it is intercepted, isn't it? Intercepted down
it's like Craig.
At the 15-yard line. Trevor Craig
all over that one.
Craig on the interception.
Trevor Craig, number 22.
Had a nice conversation with Trevor this week, and he was not very happy with some of the things that went on in last week's game, and I really liked that attitude. He was bound and determined this was going to be a different ball game and a different rest of the season, and I like that. So he comes back with a lot of that going around this football team.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad taste in the mouth after that game last week. So big play there by Trevor.
He comes back and put his actions right where they belong.
28-0, Maple Leafs on top here in the first quarter still. They're going to try to go out wide. Rolly's out blocking out in front, and no way for the running back to get out that far as it was.
That was Ryan Webster. Yeah,
Webster on the carry.
Ryan Webster on the carry, and that's the first time we've actually been stopped on a play from scrimmage. And it's going to be a loss of about 2 yards.
Loss of 2, and brings up 2nd and 12. It's caused 2nd and 13 for the Leafs. Ball sits inside right at the 15-yard line of Geneseo at the end of the score, where the scoreboard's at here, the north end of Bob Reed Field.
Been a story of big plays for the Leafs at this first quarter here. 2 minutes still left in the quarter. It's 28-0 in favor of the Green Machine.
Out wide to the right side, or left side, excuse me. That's Zach Alexander, number 48. Singbush is going to join him from the wingback position to get the ball to Burris up the middle. Gain of about 2.
Little bit of indecision on that handoff. at some point they have an option of whether to keep it or stick it in his belly, and it looked like he was almost going to pull it out, left it in his belly, and only picked up about 3.
Roley checks into the game. Wide receiver.
Might have had a little running room if he'd have kept it that time. It looked like.
Roley goes wide left side.
Here's where the linemen got to get their job. Here's where the linemen who've been doing an excellent job this game thus far have got to make some blocks.
Gonna go sweep play. Singbush with the carry. Little hip action in the backfield.
Still on his feet. One man. Oh, he got it.
Gets first down out to about the 30-yard line. He fought and kicked and scratched to get that yardage, but picks up a nice gain and moves the ball out to the 35-yard line for the Leafs.
One man had a chance to bring him down short of the first down, but Race was not going to go down with that.
1st and 10 now for the Leafs.
Drug him for about 5 more yards past the first down marker.
Well, he's got those blockers out front blocking for him. He's just waiting for them to execute, and then he executes his run. Nice job, teamwork.
Linemen are doing a nice job of screening, especially bringing their guys in and open up that outside.
Inside 1 minute left here in this first quarter. Wide receiver out near side is Alexander. Wingback comes in motion. Ball's fumbled. I believe Geneseo picked it up. That was again.
That ball never got in his hand, I don't believe, but yeah, it's Snyder.
Snyder on the fumble recovery.
Never got that handoff made, so he fell on the ball himself.
2nd and 12, or 2nd and 11, let's call it, with 30 seconds left in this first quarter. 28-0, Maple Leafs up on top, been no question here so far. Wide open offense of Dixon. Been shut down so far in this first quarter. I believe Snyder's just going to let that clock run down. No, he's going to try to run play. Flat pattern here to Burris.
Nice play.
Nice play. Very nice play in the flat area here.
Nice pitch by Snyder. Nice catch by Burris. Picks up the first down.
3 seconds left in this first quarter.
It's nice to have that ball right around midfield out there at quarter so you don't have to travel too far.
I thought maybe we had a little jump off sides there by number 72 for us, Rebeck, but no call, and that'll do it for the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play here from Bob Reed Field, it's Geneseo Maple Leafs 28, Dixon Dukes 0. We'll be back after this.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Welcome back to Homecoming 2012 here at Bob Reed Field. I am John Rowley along with Bob Pettit, bringing you all the action of this game number 5 of the season against these Dixon Dukes.
Fantastic first quarter, John.
Yes.
You know, when we started this season against Dunlop, you know, we came out and played like this. And we were wondering what this season was going to bring, and we're back to that now.
We got Mitch. Go ahead, Bob.
Just to say, controlling the line of scrimmage, which is huge, and the running backs are, fighting for extra yards. Everybody's doing exactly what they need to do.
Mitch Miller with 3 carries for 110 yards on the evening. Schneider 3 carries for 53. Singbush 4 carries for 52. Burris 2 carries for 8. Webster 1 carry for -2. Passing the ball, Schneider's 2 of 2 for 55 yards. As we start this second quarter, 12 minutes on the clock as Geneseo goes from the south to the north here at Bob Reed Field. 1st and 10 from the 43. Webster goes in motion. Ball goes up the middle and the first man through. I didn't pick up who carried the ball. Looked like it must have been Burris.
The ball carrier.
Did not get too much. He picked up about a yard. maybe a yard and a half.
Adidas and Mile on the tackle.
Dixon came in the game with an 0-4 record, and Geneseo with the 2-2 record as they want to put that mark over 500 here this evening.
Surprisingly, John, the quick hitters, they're able to defend. When we have a little bit more time to read on the blocks, they've been really breaking these things.
Wide receiver to the left side for Geneseo, Alexander. Motion man. Alexander's going to try to beat him downfield. A little short pass this time. Nice underneath cut to Burris. Burris at the 30. Cuts it back against the grain.
No,
and then goes.
He's going to blow the
Oh, they're going to
whistle.
call him down at the 26-yard line, out of bounds.
Thomas on the
It
tackle.
looked like he was close.
Very close.
But
Nice pattern that time. Rolly ran off as a wide receiver and brought the defender with him, and Burris just kind of scampered out of the backfield, a little flat area, 29-yard pickup on the pass play.
Very similar to the last series.
Yes.
Burris is just wide open out there, just a nice little pass. All you got to do is make sure he catches it before he turns downfield.
Rolly goes out wide to the right side of the offense this time. Checks with the official to the sideline, make sure he's onside. Going to go pitch play. Webster with the carry, cuts back against the grain. Webster still on his feet. He's going to go inside the 20, down to the 15, maybe the 14-yard line goes Webster as he cuts back against the grain on that sweep play. And he's brought down.
They're moving the chains again, John. That's a first down there.
Sandlin on the tackle.
He just ran over people.
Yes, he did. Ryan Webster can bring you some heat in there. He's a good, strong runner.
The way they had that defended, it should not have gained 10 yards, but except for the effort of Ryan Webster.
Alexander's bringing the play in. He and Rolly rotate every play from the wide receiver position, bringing the play in and out to Schneider.
A lot of competition in there for running back spots, and every one of those guys want to do their very best, make sure they can prove that they belong in there.
Double wing set. Now Webster goes back to the backfield. A little bit of a counter action out
He's
front.
gone.
And touchdown. Nope, close to it. They're going to pull him towards the touchdown. Touchdown. Nope, what are they going to mark it at? As number 7 kind of did a...
Singbush, the ball carrier.
That was Ray Singbush on the carry, and once he cut back, I thought he was going to get there, but he's going to be caught at the 1 yard line.
Dixon almost carried him into the end zone for him as he wrestled him around, but came up about a length of a football short of the goal line. 28-0, Maple Leafs up on top. And
1 yard line.
That was enough to pick up the first down, so that gives them a full set of downs.
Whitmer brings them up, and there's a whistle blown in the defensive backfield.
I think they're going to call a timeout, maybe.
Dixon calls a timeout.
First charge timeout and a half for Dixon.
Dixon needs a turnover or a penalty here because this is going to be a tough goal line stand otherwise. First and goal inside the 1 yard line. Full set of downs to get it in.
Now, Bob, what's your thought on Chicago grabbing now that their school's back in session? Now, if the games they win, we get points from them, right?
Yeah, we left there, John. We predicted they'd be about a 7-2 team this year. Now, did they not play last week? So that cost them a game. Maybe they have to be a 7-1 team. Have they lost any other games?
They're 2-1.
They're 2-1 now. Okay. So yeah, they're going to have to be a 7-1 team now to really help us with the playoffs. Maybe 6-2.
Dixon comes in tonight with an enrollment of 803 students there at the Dixon High School.
It wouldn't shock me if you see Raby in the playoffs.
Yeah, they were a good team, weren't they? Seems like eons ago that we played them, but
for the league that they play in, they were very respectable.
10:21 left in this second quarter. Geneseo's up 28-0. They're going to take the ball up the middle and touchdown, Geneseo.
Singbush sneaks in. He was across the goal line waiting for somebody to hit him.
There goes the fireworks. Yeah, he was across the goal line before anybody touched him.
Yeah, he was just standing there, just wondering if anybody was going to hit him. He was kind of bracing himself.
Looks like Wolak going to come on and try the PAT.
Well, 34, heading for 35.
We're in the second quarter still, Bob. High snap, fielded well, kicks up and right down the middle for Kevin Wolak, right into the band.
I think Dixon gave
Point
up
after touchdown by Wolick is
42
good.
points last
10-18
week, I
left
believe,
to
in the
go
first
half.
quarter. Wasn't the
Our
halftime score
score,
42-0
Dixon 0,
last week?
Geneseo 35.
And you know they are very susceptible to the big play, but they try to get it back with their offense with the big play also. They just have not been able to do that against the Maple Leafs.
That was a 10.
Leafs have really stuck them on that.
That was a 10-play, 85-yard drive, 4 minutes and 24 seconds of this, the end of the first quarter, start of the second quarter here. 1-yard touchdown run by Ray Singbush. Wolak's kick was good to make the score 35-0. Homecoming.
One long pass play on the first drive by Dixon was most of their yardage. Had one nice run for a first down. Other than that, the Leafs have really stopped them.
What do they have for passing yardage here? 42 yards passing in this first half, for first quarter, and
most of it all in that
some odd seconds. Yes,
most of it all in one play.
Yeah, they've attempted 19. They've attempted 6 and completed 3. Seems like they've tried more passing than that, but we've been all over them in the backfield. Let's see what Kevin's got up his sleeve now as far as the kickoff. Wolak, number 9. Oh, that's going to be a good one too, I think. Big pile up as Kevin just pooches it up in the air, about 20 yards up in the air, and drops it down right on top of the 40-yard line, and where Dixon must have recovered the ball.
Yeah, Dixon fell on it immediately. It's at the 45.
Around the kick recovery.
Dixon fell on it immediately.
So Dixon comes on with their spread offense. Geneseo will match up on their defense. Nothing surprising. We knew they'd come in with a spread offense on the offensive side of the ball. Singbush, Alexander, Trevor Craig, it looks like, at the top of the screen. Middle linebackers are Patterson, along with Burris. They're walking up real tight. Going to put some pressure on the quarterback. Oh, he's stacked up in the backfield. He's lost 5 yards on the play. I think Patterson had a part.
There's somebody got Marmion in there, Patterson and back in there. Daniels, I believe, in there.
I think Mislow got in there too.
They just mobbed him.
Nice job by the defense.
Yeah, Mislow put a helmet on him.
35-0.
There was more green jerseys in that backfield than there was offensive blockers.
There was 4 receivers out here in front of us, Bob. For Dixon. One at the top of the screen, low snap. You're going to look to throw the ball out here in the flat. Nice defense that time by Michael Daniels.
Daniels, well defended. Burris coming over for some help.
Daniels on the tackle.
Read well. It's going to be third and about 13.
Michael Daniels seems to know what the play is before it even happens. He's always there on the spot, making a nice play. Nice play, whether it be offense or defense.
So do we give him the credit or Coach Mackey? Where do we get the credit of knowing exactly what that play's coming up? Because one play's in the backfield, next play's making a tackle out on the flat.
Yep. Lost of 3 in the play. Let's call it 3rd and 13 for Dixon. Cut back the pass.
A lot of pressure.
Drops the ball down short. And going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards.
Mislow on the tackle, comes up hobbling again. But he is short of the first down.
Singbush on the tackle.
Nice pressure that time by A.J. Marmion.
The loudspeaker said Singbush on the tackle, but I'm sure that was Mislow. Brandon Mislow on the tackle. And it's going to be 4th and about 3.
That's Mislow walking towards us right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and he's walking gingerly with that ankle again. I think he took his shoe off and got it retaped, went back in. So it's been giving him a little trouble.
4th and 3 for Dixon.
They can't punt down 35-0. They can't afford to kick the ball away.
And they bring another receiver to this near side.
He's going
down. Be brought down the backfield.
He's going down. Too many.
Down he goes. Lost in the play.
Just don't get
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
on the quarterback
7.
Panicucci in on that thing, and Patterson in on that thing.
7
Marmion
guys
in on that. Mislow comes out of the pile. They're all in there.
So Geneseo will take over 1st and 10 from the Dixon 47-yard line.
I think Panicucci had designs on him all the way along.
Nice job defense. 1st and 10 Leafs going towards the north here at Bob Reed Field, towards the scoreboard. Looks him over, sends one in motion. Gives the ball up the middle to Burris. Burris still on his feet. Burris is carrying him. Somebody lost a helmet out there. Oh, that's my kid without a helmet on.
He's just showing off again,
Aker, the ball carrier.
showing off that gorgeous looks.
Sheeline and Sandwin on the tackle.
Burris with 30.
That is going to, I can't believe that's not, yeah, it is. I say that had to be a first down. They're going to move the sticks now.
Aker with the carry there.
At the Dixon 36-yard line.
Leafs mixing it up now.
35-0 here with 7:56 left in this second quarter. At homecoming here at Geneseo, and John Rowley along with Bob Pettit bringing you all the action here on a beautiful night for football on Geneseo. Webster comes in, gets the play. Two backs in the backfield. Wing back is Webster. Going to drop back the pass. He's got to have somebody wide open down there, and he's caught. I believe coming down with the ball is Daniels. He doesn't drop very many. Michael never drops the ball.
Pass complete to Daniels.
He was not exactly wide open. That ball was well thrown.
And he's the only receiver in the pattern.
Oh, the only receiver in the pattern. And the defender was just right behind him, but he just put his paws up there and pulled that thing down really tight.
First and 10 for the Leafs at the Dixon 22-yard line.
Nice pitch and catch. Nice pitch and catch.
First and 10 for the Leafs. Ball sits at the 22-yard line of Dixon with 7:26 left in this first half.
Got Webster and Johnson and Aker in the backfield.
Rowley goes out
got
wide
a fresh set of backs.
Crossbuck action in the backfield. Just a scrum now. Nice yardage. They'll picked up on it.
Slow whistle, but the pile keeps moving. Wherever the whistle stops is where they got to keep it.
Cody Morris checks in for the Leafs.
Aker carried that ball from the fullback position, picked up a couple.
Second down.
Big Mike Murray over here on the left side, been blowing some holes.
68.
Rob Smith right next to him, blowing some holes.
Alexander out wide left, two backs in the backfield, going to give it to Webster. Webster cuts back against the grain. He's still on his feet. Webster still fighting. Webster, just about skips out of it, but gets inside the
Webster,
right about the 15 or 12-yard line, it looks like. Close to a first down.
Dixon defender ran into him just about the line of scrimmage. Webster spun off of him, picked up a nice gain here. Going to be a first down again. Move those sticks.
6:31 left in this first half.
For the Leafs at the Dixon 11-yard line.
Rowley goes wide to the right side of the offense. Webster sets to the wing back on the left side.
Nice sustained drive by the Leafs this time.
Two backs in the backfield. Schneider, the quarterback, and goes sweep play. A little cut back against the grain, gets it inside the 10 or right at the 10-yard line. For the carry was Nate Johnson.
Nate Johnson on that, and he comes up hobbling.
Yep.
Didn't fool anybody on that play.
No.
There was about 4 Dixon defenders in on that thing.
Sophomores were victorious this evening by the score of 52-24 over the Dixon Dukes.
Alexander checks in with a magic play.
Then he'll leave the huddle and go out wide to the right side.
Nick Verbeck and Strawhacker on the far side, ready to blow a nice hole on the right side.
Two big fellas. Webster with the carry. Close. Cuts back in against the grain.
Got to be close.
Needed to have a block out in front of him there.
Webster, the ball carrier.
Close to the. Guess he must be about the 2-yard line.
On the tackle.
They're going to spot it on the 3, John, and it's the 2-yard line. I believe is a first down.
You're right. We can get a first down. Yes.
We can get a first down at the 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 1.
Line, third down.
3rd and 1 for a first down. 3rd and 3 for a touchdown.
Break the huddle. Rowley goes out wide to the left side of the formation. Daniels on that same side, sets tight. Looking to go sweep play. Callenboy out in front of him. Webster with the carry. Touchdown, Geneseo.
Boom, boom. It looks like a pinball bouncing off of people.
Touchdown, Geneseo, number 38, Ryan Webster.
Be the 10th caller to the Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171. Well, Bob, we're 4 minutes and 57 seconds short of halftime here in this ball game. Geneseo's up 41-0. Wolak is on to do his thing. Splits the uprights. good for Geneseo.
Point after touchdown by Wolick is good.
A lot of discussion in the NFL this week about taking a knee and the protocol. You know, when you do take a knee, it's a little early for that, but you know, sometimes you get to the point where you got to decide when you call off the dogs and what do you do. I think at this point in time, you still work on things. You get some people in positions. You try to see what they can do.
Yep.
For the rest of you got to prepare for the rest of the season. One of the keys, of course, from here on out is not get hurt.
Right.
Because this game's going to be in the books. 7
plays, 47 yards, capped off by Ryan Webster. Ate up 3 minutes and 9 seconds of this second quarter. PAT was good by Wolak to make the score 42-0. Green Machine.
Taking an eye here on Mitch Miller sitting on the trainer's bench. He walked off the field on his own accord, thought maybe he might be all right, but they've got his shoe off and his ankle pretty well iced.
Yep.
It looks like he's probably done for the day after an incredible
to kick off for
first
Geneseo.
5 minutes of the first quarter.
Deep to receive.
110 yards rushing, I believe, and just was an absolute workhorse and an animal on defense. And boy, his game was short tonight.
Wolak will go ahead and knock this ball deep. It goes inside the 10-yard line. Oh, nice play that time.
Oh, my.
Ryan Webster on the tackle, number 38, steamrolled him. Steamrolled this Dixon boy.
If you got instant replay of this on Sunday night, take a look at this baby. Ryan Webster went boom.
You could hear it up here in the booth.
Ryan popped right up. He wasn't even stunned.
First and 10 for Dixon.
Coach Johnson meets him with the glad 5.
17-yard line, first and 10.
On the 17-yard line. Second quarter here with 4:51 left in this first half. Try to get the ball out to the side. Trevor Craig on the tackle on that far side.
Drop that down marker over there.
He's short
Patterson on the tackle.
Short of the first down with
Smith
Patterson.
on the reception.
Just short. It's going to be a pickup of 9 on the play. Little sideline pass. Dixon going to try to figure out how to inch their way down the field.
Is a mercy effect, mercy time already enacted? No, it's going to be the second half, doesn't it?
Second half.
Yep. Send a man in motion, does Dixon across the formation. Geneseo has 2 defenders out here waiting for him. Getting some pressure up the middle. Boy, Geneseo just flying all over there.
It's going to be very close to the first down yardage.
Quarterback gets knocked out, gets scrambled out of the pocket. And
Akers and Petra on the tackle.
No, yeah, I'm sorry.
That
was
ball carrier.
First down for Dixon.
Akers was in on the got him by the shoelaces and
looked like equipment was falling out his pants and everything else there.
Ryan Pitcher came up there, finished him off.
First and 10 for the Dukes at their own 28-yard line.
3 receivers out here. It is their own little huddle, it looks like. Quarterback in the shotgun formation.
Oh, that's going to be picked.
That's picked off by Daniels. Daniels going to try to get to the house. He comes down about the 15 and gets tackled by the heel.
Pass intercepted by Daniels.
That ball was really poorly thrown. Yeah. He was under a lot of pressure on the play. Just unload that thing. You got Marmion, Mislow was in his face on that play.
First and 10 for the Maple Leafs.
Daniels knew it too.
He just threw up for grabs. Yeah, Daniels.
He just couldn't get it going fast enough to.
Daniels just playing center field, fails right in his hands.
Nathan Yeager comes into the game, the quarterback position for the Maple Leafs here with 3:40 left in the first half. 42-0 Maple Leafs on top. Rolly goes out wide to the right side. Tight end Stolberg on the left side. Goes inside, incomplete. Did he catch it?
Yeah, it's
caught. He caught it, okay.
Caught by Rolly.
Nice catch there.
I didn't see anybody say one way or the other. It's going to be about a 5-yard reception there, right up the middle. Nate Yeager, the quarterback, dropped back about 2 steps and fired it quick. Just a quick look in.
Ball is on the Dixon 11-yard line, second down.
3:16 left on the clock. Alexander sits out wide right side. Second man through is going to get it. He's going to go. Johnson's going to untouched into the end zone.
Nate Johnson with the touchdown.
Gene, here comes some more pizzas. Here comes some more pizzas. Be the 10th call to Laroma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. Laroma's Pizza, 944-6171. You weren't joking about the pizzas, were you, earlier?
No, we're going to break her tonight. I hope she stays in business. Hey, somebody buy a pizza and actually pay cash tonight.
Wolak for the PAT, kicks up and good. You know, we don't give Kevin Wolak enough credit for what he's doing here this year.
Point after touchdown by Wolak is good.
Those aren't, they're not flutterers either, man.
No.
Those babies are just pretty as can be right down the middle. I think we need a 40-yard field goal this year. I'm not sure we can't call on him.
I think you're right there. He's got all the tools that you'd want in a kicker, the little high pooch kick and the onside and whatever else they call him, but he just took to it as they asked him to do.
More than anything, he's got the shoes, man.
Yeah, oh yeah,
those are Stein.
So 3 minutes left here in the first half. 49-0. 49-0. Maple Leafs on top.
Going to have some homecoming festivities coming up here at halftime. But the good news is the clock's going to run the second half, so we might get home. We might get home sometime yet.
The listeners, it is homecoming here at Geneseo. Nice crowd on hand here this evening on a nice autumn night. Is just enough for a sweatshirt and jacket. Nice turnout to see the Maple Leafs. Kevin with a little knuckleball that time hits, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 12-yard line. That might have been the only thing we've done wrong tonight. Let's kick it out of bounds. So Dixon will come on with a 3 minutes left in the first half. Down by 49. What did they call?
I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the field myself, John.
Ball was kicked out of bounds. They're accepting the penalty. It'll start on the 35-yard line.
Ball kicked out of bounds. It's going to be a penalty. They're going to start the 35-yard line. They've had better field position than that, but they don't want to risk the onside kick again. They've
seen that happen.
There's a high probability of that happening the way things are going. So Dixon's going to take this football at the 35-yard line and see if they can't move the ball downfield. They've moved the ball just a couple times, and they've shot themselves in the foot somewhere along the line before they can reach the goal line.
Defense is getting itchy and walking up tight. Quarterback needs to get out. Goes a little inside shovel pass. Gets him about 5 yards.
Didn't fool everybody. Panacucci's all over that thing. Brought him down, and but once again, they're trying to capitalize on all the pressure that the Leaf defense is putting on the quarterback.
Second down.
Grant Burris.
They're moving some personnel around out there in the field.
Grant Burris was also on that tackle.
Play clock runs down inside 10 seconds.
Mislow's still back out there. Every time he comes off, it looks like his ankle's going to give him some trouble, but he's out there. He's stunting right now. Quarterback rolls. Oh,
incomplete, just over his hands.
That was Ryan Pitro. They're just about got.
Pass intended for Smith is incomplete. Third down.
Next year at this time, he'll be about 4 inches taller and he'll catch that ball.
Doing just fine.
Just a sophomore doing a fine job.
49-0 here just before halftime. Fire up those floats. Call it 3rd and 6 for Dixon. Quarterback's in shotgun formation, which we've seen all night. Drops back to pass. Over close to the down marker. Maybe enough for a first down.
Pitcher again in on that.
Petra on the tackle.
On that tackle.
Completion.
Mislow is out there all over that. They are not going to move the chains. It's going to be 4th down and about 2 feet. 1 foot. 4th and a foot.
They're not going to go under center. They're going to stay in that shotgun formation. 2 receivers top of the screen, 3 at the bottom. Quarterback's going to probably take it himself. Quarterback sneak or quarterback keeper.
That was not a surprise.
Draw. No, quarterback draw by Dixon.
That was not a surprise. I'm surprised he picked up 12 yards on that play, and
Alexander on the tackle.
We probably should have been expecting that.
Yeah.
Alexander
Geeson, the ball carrier.
on the tackle deep in the Leaf backfield.
Geeson on the carry. Clock's on the move. I stopped there. It's just inside 2 minutes left in this first half. Gonna run the ball to Geeson again. Gonna take a beating if he stays like that.
Akers on the tackle. Geeson, the ball carrier.
Bring up a second down for Dixon.
Well, Dixon moving the football.
We have two down linemen on the field. That's all we have is two down linemen. Everybody else is standing up as a linebacker. Going to go deep with the ball. Over Trevor's head, over the receiver's head.
Trevor had the best chance of catching that of anybody.
Incomplete.
Pass intended for White is incomplete.
Yeah, the Leafs put two down linemen, and they're stunting somebody, and they don't have any idea who it is. They're stunting somebody each time. That
you got
time,
A.J. Marmy.
That time it was Brandon Mislow.
You got Mislow, you got Marmion up front.
Panicucci. No.
Yeah, Panicucci's up there. Travis Akers.
Yeah.
Third and a long three.
They got three interior linemen still. They just don't all go down. Oh, he slips out.
Found a seam, and he's
had a
brought down hard.
Yeah, he had a bobbled ball, and it looked like they had him pinned in, and he slipped right up the middle.
Petra and Patterson on the tackle.
I don't believe that was a planned draw, but it worked out the ball. Nice draw.
Pitcher on the tackle.
Going to be a first down.
Inside the 30-yard line of Geneseo with 1:17 left in this first half.
The game is not in jeopardy, but I'm sure the pride is telling them they want to keep that 0 on the board at halftime.
Quarterback's in the backfield by himself. Low snap this time. Geneseo once again can't get up to defend it.
Well, that's the second bobble play in succession that is going to be successful for Dixon. That ball was on the ground. He picked it up.
Tackle by
found a wide open receiver on the side.
Yep.
Reception by Thomas.
Tackle by Singbush. He cleaned somebody out of the way before he made the tackle there. 2nd and 2 for Dixon. Drops back to pass, throws the ball across the middle.
Look out, look out.
Comes up short of the end zone, with 1 minute left.
Alexander
1:02 left in this first half.
Alexander made the tackle in the backfield again, in the defensive backfield. After picking up a first down.
49-0 is the score here right before halftime here at homecoming at Geneseo.
Dixon moving the football now. They're wondering why they didn't do this the whole game.
The quarterback's moving the ball. Drop back and it just looked to throw.
Up for grabs. Touchdown.
And caught right in the corner of the end zone. Singbush had good position there, just couldn't jump high enough to deflect that ball.
It looked like a floater up there, and it looked like it was going to kind of be up for grabs, but
pass complete to Smith.
It was Singbush and back in the corner, and he just couldn't get up high enough. Tried to bat that thing away.
Touchdown Dixon.
53 seconds left in this first half. We're going to go for a kick, PAT. No good.
Point after touchdown is no good. 53 seconds left to go in the half. Our score, Dixon 6, Geneseo 49.
Small victories. They're willing to take the 6. We still got that 43-point lead, which runs the clock in the second half, assuming we don't give up a quick score here. Leafs had done such a phenomenal job.
Dixon
in the first half up till the final minute.
Yes. Dixon with a 10-play drive, 65 yards, 2 minutes and 7 seconds left. Used up 2 minutes and 7 seconds of that second quarter, capped off by a 7-yard touchdown pass. Geeson to Smith. PAT was no good. 49-6 the score here just before halftime.
One of the good things about this game, John, is that the Leafs need to work on this against this type of offense, against the spread offense. And that drive maybe perked them up a little bit. They'll give them something to adjust at halftime, something they can talk about at halftime, say we got to do this a little bit better.
Contain that quarterback. Contain the quarterback. So Dixon will kick off for the first time that we've seen in a while.
That looked like an all-pro offense.
High kick, going to go back to Singbush at the 13, and he's going to take a knee right there.
That was obviously planned. There's 51 seconds left in the half, and they're obviously going to run the clock out. Didn't want to take a chance of a fumble or anything crazy happening here.
So we'll have to
Geneseo has the ball first.
Coach Johnson calling Nathan
line.
to the sideline here.
Got some, looks like got a few new players.
Yeah,
in.
some new players, and I think we're probably going to.
We are going to take a
knee.
Yep, we got Johnson, Nate Johnson, deep in the backfield as a safety.
Nathan Frank, there's Nathan. Took a knee.
Nathan Yeager, yep.
Yeager, yep.
Clock ticking away. You're going to have to run one more. Looks like they're going to probably wind the play clock. No, maybe they're not. Maybe he's not going to set the football until there's 25 seconds left. That's what he's going to do. He's going to set the football down after the 25-second clock. He's going to run it.
And here we go. Yep, that's it.
That's one way to move this game along.
So after one half of play here from Bob Reed Field on homecoming, it's your Geneseo Green Machine 49, Dixon Dukes 6. We'll be back after this.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Lutz.
Let's watch this.
Whether it's slow or fast yet, because it keeps stopping, folks. It doesn't seem to be able to get off the road. She wasn't called for holding. Ah, did you? Ah, did you hear that, Giff? Somebody in that home section really flubbed that note. That's got to be one of the worst fumbles I've ever witnessed in all my days. The referee has ruled in favor of the conductor. He has slapped a 30-bar penalty on the offending horn player, who is on his way over to the penalty box. Do you think there's some chance he might be traded to another band? Well, Pete, it's hard to say. That's Bobby Corno, who is very good at some other long solos this season. I think if he pulls himself together, they'll keep him around. Although I suppose that, okay, we're off again now, Giff. The band is now playing without its first horn, which means we can be looking for Hey, we're into the home stretch here, folks. We've got the second theme coming up, and we should be... Hey, this is really something, Giff. This is being in C minor, and yet it looks like it's going to end in C major. I'm surprised they didn't get called for a delay of game. Wait a minute. Those do sound like right noise, though. We are watching the referee, and that is it. It's the end of the first movement. And remember, folks, stay tuned at halftime for something special. Some of the local youngsters are going to come out and play some football on this marching field.
Now it's my turn.
My Three Sons.
I like this show.
This is your last chance. If one piece of candy gets past you and into the packing room unwrapped, you're fired.
choose, but you change the channel. Let's watch this. It's goofy, but I like it.
Ah, the beautiful Nell. I must have her for my own. I shall woo her and ask her to be my bride.
Never, Snidely Whiplash. My heart belongs to Dudley Do-Right, and I shall marry no other.
Curse that Dudley Do-Right. Nobody will.
Do not worry now. I'll save you.
Girls, it's time for dinner. Turn off the TV and come now. Coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Geneseo High School Marching Band. Gentlemen, at this time we would like to introduce the 2012 Homecoming Court. First up, the freshman attendants, Joel Corso and Rachel Schilling. Joel is the son of Luke and Hope Corso of Geneseo. He is a member of the freshman football team. In his spare time, Joel enjoys YouTube videos, playing Xbox 360, and watching movies. Rachel is the daughter of Robert and Christy Schilling of Kelowna. She is involved in basketball, track, and FCA. Rachel works at St. Giuseppe's Pizza, where she enjoys hanging out with friends, drawing, shopping, shooting hoops, and getting on Facebook. The sophomore attendants, Ryan Ganson and Kylie Bice. Ryan is the son of Kyle and Michelle Ganson of Geneseo. He is on the football and soccer teams. He is involved in choir and madrigal. Ryan enjoys juggling a soccer ball, making movies with friends, and singing. Kylie is the daughter of Kathy Bice and Steve Bice of Geneseo. She is a sophomore cheerleader. Kylie is also involved in 4-H and she shows pigs. She's being escorted by her father, Steve. The junior attendants, Luke Snyder and Hannah Kell. Luke is the son of Jeff and Emily Snyder of Kelowna. He is on the football, basketball, and track teams. Luke works at Fairway. In his spare time, he mentors at Southwest Elementary and enjoys hanging out with his best friend, Bailey. Hannah is the daughter of Kurt Kell and Heather Kell of Geneseo. She is the varsity cheerleader. Hannah works at Dairy Queen. She enjoys hanging out with friends, shopping, and listening to music. She is being escorted by her father, Kurt. The senior attendants, the Lord and Lady, Grant Burris and Danny Manna. Grant is the son of Tim and Karen Burris of Geneseo. Grant is on the football and basketball teams. He enjoys hanging out with his friends, shooting baskets, and lifting weights. Danny is the daughter of Dan and Sandy Manna of Geneseo. She is on the cross-country and soccer teams. Danny is also involved in Key Club and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. In her spare time, she enjoys hanging out with friends, watching bad movies on Netflix, and taking naps on her trampoline. She is being escorted by her father, Dan. The Duke and Duchess, Dalton Johnson and Anna Madigan. Dalton is the son of Richard Johnson and Teresa Bowden of Geneseo. He is on the football and track teams. Dalton is the senior class president, and he is also involved in student council, link crew, and ping pong club. Dalton works at the Geneseo Community Center. In his spare time, he enjoys hanging out with friends, playing hacky sack, and taking long walks through the forest. Anna is the daughter of Andrea and Steve Allen and Michael and Sinead Madigan of Geneseo. She is involved in choir, track, and is co-captain of the tennis team. Anna works at the Cellar. In her free time, she enjoys playing tennis, hanging out with friends, going shopping, and drinking sweet tea. And now your king and queen, Sawyer Claus and Hannah Waller. Sawyer is the son of Mike and Jody Claus of Geneseo. He is on the soccer and track teams. Sawyer also enjoys swimming and hanging out with friends, playing Zelda, watching curling, and eating Mrs. Solberg's corn dip. Hannah is the daughter of Troy and Tammy Waller of Geneseo. She is involved with track and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She enjoys working out, hanging out with friends, listening to music, and going to church. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2012 homecoming court of Geneseo High School. Let's give them a big round of applause.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the second half of action from Geneseo High School, Bob Reed Field on homecoming 2012. Geneseo's on top here as we get ready to start this second half by the score of 49-6. And Geneseo ended the first half with under the mercy rule, or just took a knee before halftime to get the clock ran out so we could get to the locker room and start halftime. So Geneseo will receive this opening kickoff. Back deep is Rowley, I believe.
We do have the starting
26. That's Singbush. Yeah, Singbush back there.
I think they do have the starting return team out on the field, so they're not making any substitutions there. Onside. Oh, it's gonna. Oh.
Onside. We'll have to fight for it. I don't know who came away with it. Maybe Dixon came away with it. Number 9.
It was Rowley that got his hand on it, and they're going to say Dixon got that ball.
First and 10, Dixon in Geneseo territory. Geneseo's
Rowley
49-yard line.
Rowley was fighting for it. Joe Thomas and Mislow all were in there fighting for that ball, but Dixon got the ball just over midfield, and they're going to have the ball opening possession.
Here we go. Shotgun formation.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing going that time.
Mislow stunning on that play and busted through, got him for a loss.
He saw that before the quarterback knew what hit him.
Mislow stunted from the offensive left side. The ball was going to the offensive right side, but he didn't have a chance to get there.
Right.
Mislow had him and wrapped him in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. It's going to be second 11.
Ball sits right on the 50, right at the 50-yard line. Quarterback's 5 receivers, stand-up ends. Cross it goes.
Little juke step.
Pickup of 10 on the play, or maybe 9 on the play for Dixon. Geneseo's defenders are all over it, but could not deflect the pass away from the receiver.
Picked up a couple yards after the carry, after the catch. Singbush in on that tackle. Some of the Leafs in pursuit actually drove him forward as he was going down. So third and about 2 yards.
3rd and 2 for Dixon. 4 receivers stand up in front of us here. Quarterback's got the carry, scampers free, going to get first down plus some, down close to the 25-yard line.
This is the offense we kind of expected to see at the onset of the game. Leafs took control of the momentum and control the line of scrimmage and didn't let them get into this, but Leafs now have got to figure out how to stiffen up.
Got to wake up and play the second half here as we're just underway in the second half, and Dixon's moved the ball pretty handily here in these first 2 or 3 plays.
With a 43-point advantage, the clock will run continuously, but the Leafs still need to buckle down on defense and learn something on the second half here.
Bringing some pressure. Patterson puts pressure on him. And nice defense on the far sideline by number 34 for the Leafs, Ryan Pitra.
Ryan Pitra had him covered, but it looked like
intended for
Smith, the receiver, got his hands on the ball, just couldn't pull it down.
Smith is their number 1 receiver.
That was Patterson, who kind of swung an arm. Wasn't too malicious, but did bring the quarterback down just as they're releasing the ball. 2nd and 10.
Got to put some pressure on him.
That was good pressure by Patterson.
Can spread offense by Dixon. Quarterback takes it right up the seam, right where we weren't.
They're stunting, and really he looked like he had the middle covered, but there was just enough seam to sneak through. Once he got through the line of scrimmage, nobody left.
Dixon moves it down inside the 15, down to about the 14-yard line.
Burris on the tackle, but way too deep into the backfield. Defensive backfield of Geneseo.
Receivers both sides.
Dixon moving the ball at will here.
Have the field spread. Gets out in the flat. Still on his feet, goes 22. The ball carry, touchdown. Touchdown by Dixon over in the far corner. Tough to see for us.
It was a nice little flat pass on the left side. Picked up, looked like almost first down yardage, and then he just didn't go down.
Yep, didn't go down at all.
Fought the final 5 yards into the end zone, and it's going to be touchdown Dixon, and this is going to be a 49-12 game. Game, again, because of the running clock, is not going to be in jeopardy, but Coach Johnson and Coach Mackey and the whole staff can't be happy about what's happened here in the second half.
Giving up that quick already.
Leafs were set to receive the ball to open the half. Fake extra point.
And completed.
It's completed for 2.
2-point conversion is good. 7:49.
Leafs were not ready for that one.
Time for the Green Machine kind of to regroup a little bit here in front of us as Dixon moved that ball right down the field.
Justin White, a running back, sort of
Sycamore 6.
Receiver running back, received that football wide open in the end zone for 2 points. It's going to be 49-14. Once again,
third quarter, Rocky 22, Moline 9.
Rock Island beating Moline 22-9. They just announced.
So Geneseo's.
See if our guys picked up on the rest of those.
So Dixon will kick off to us now with the clock still moving. It's down to 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Looks like one of those scores was Ottawa 10, Sycamore 7.
I believe
you know
that
how
was right.
late that was? Is that a halftime probably? Oh, that's a final. Ottawa
So
beat Sycamore, a battle of two 4-0 teams. Sycamore picked off Geneseo last week by 3. Moves to 4-1, and Ottawa, who we will visit next week, goes to 5-0.
I don't know.
Obviously a solid ball team.
What the discussion is on the field right now. All the referees are getting together now at about the 45-yard line.
To receive for Geneseo. Miles to kick off.
Well, the first couple minutes here.
Clock, please. 8:32.
Oh, we've got a clock problem. They wanted to set at 8:32, and it says 8:46. He just said 8:32, but he meant 6:32, I'm sure.
No.
Or he did mean 8:32.
It did mean 8:32. I think I think that clock may stop on change of possessions. Now there's more discussion on this near sideline.
Well, the question is.
32.
The question is what happens when that deficit gets less than 40 points, because
there we go, 8.
I thought at one time that it was supposed to roll, but maybe if it gets less than 40, it doesn't. I thought
once it started, it stayed on. No. All right, here we go. 49-14 to score. Geneseo.
It's another onside kick, and it's going to be another loose ball, and it's
still 5-4. Looks like Geneseo must have came up with it.
Dixon is not celebrating, so it looks like Mislow comes up with Mislow recovered that one, but it was another onside kick up for grabs. Everybody had an opportunity for that thing. Well, not everybody, but about 16 of the 22 players out there did. So Geneseo is going to have the football at the 37-yard line, and it would be nice to really kind of answer back here and move that ball downfield.
Yes.
Nathan Yeager checks in a quarterback.
Clock should be. Now they want the clock rolling. The referees are asking for them to get the clock going.
That was
on the carry was Webster. Yeah, Webster on the carry.
Picked up about 4. Big, strong 3 anyway.
On the tackle.
At least really need a sustained drive, run that clock, let it roll. Show that this we've got several substitutions in this group.
Jordan Milkey going in.
Second depth going in. And obviously they love the opportunity to show that they can play, and the best thing you can do is move the ball down the field.
So it's 2nd and about 6 for the Leafs. Gonna go sweep play. Nice kick out block. Be caught from behind that time. It rolls him out to about the 45-yard line.
It was Nate Johnson on the ball, on the carry, but there was a lot of open space ahead of him, but the tackler came from behind. Play just didn't develop quite quick enough, or somebody on the right side maybe didn't hold that block quite as long as they needed to.
Geneseo has the ball 3rd down on their own 45-yard line.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Now the clock is on the move. It's 49-14, Maple Leafs on top here in this third quarter. Continuous clock now with 7:06 left in the third quarter. They break the huddle. It does the Maple Leafs. Come up in the tight formation, wing back on the right side. Webster comes in motion. He's going to get the carry, number 38.
He's going to get that first down. He just got across the first down marker by about 1.5 yards.
Webster, the ball carrier. Miguel,
just what the Leafs ordered.
Yep, first down, move the sticks, and keep the clock rolling.
Move the sticks and roll the clock. 6.5 minutes left now here in the third quarter. We've got a couple guys on the trainer's table.
Mitch Miller and...
Is it Billier?
Maybe.
Trying to see who that is.
Yeah, Caleb Billier. Break the huddle. Milkey goes out wide to the right side. Wing back on this near side is Webster. Give the ball right up the middle, goes right to the 50-yard line.
That's Aker on the carry. Picks up a yard, hard-fought yard.
Aker, the ball carrier.
So 2nd and 10, we'll call it still.
Kavitas on the tackle.
He worked too hard. You got to give him a yard there, John.
Let's call it 2nd and 9 then.
Yeah, that's what we need to do, just for that effort.
2nd and 9 for the Leafs. Webster's going to get the carry, going to cut back against the ground. Grant going to pick up the first down. He's carrying people with him. He gets inside the 45 down to about the 32.
Webster, the ball carrier.
They're tackling him high. They're not getting the legs, and he's just driving. Those legs are continuing to drive. If they want to jump on his shoulders, he'll just give him a ride. That's fine. He didn't care.
We are going
There's
to
1, 2, 3, 4 guys had a shot at him, but they all went high, trying to tackle his shoulder pads.
Ticket number
12 yards on the carry.
141.
Nice run by Ryan Webster.
365, 141.
Milky goes out wide left for the Leafs.
If you have that
back
ticket,
right side.
please come to the press box.
Motion on Geneseo.
Yeah, it's a dead ball penalty.
Flags on the play.
It usually does go against the offense.
Procedure. Green.
Just a half a count too soon. Webster coming out of his stance from the wing back on the right side.
There's an official that's not really familiar with using the microphone, but he's getting the hang of it.
4:24 left in this third quarter. 49-14, Maple Leafs on top.
Uh-oh. Johnson's got it. No.
Not a good mesh in the backfield that time by Nathan and Johnson.
Yeager had to hang on to the football. Try to get something out of kind of a broken play. Thought it was in Johnson's belly, and he must have yanked it out of there somehow. Kept it. Did not pick up. He picked up about 3. 2nd and 12.
Milky goes wide to the right side. He just toss it to him. Down it goes to Webster. Nice pass. Still on his feet, down close to the end zone.
Right down by the goal line goes Webster. Nice little bootleg by Nathan Yeager.
Complete to Webster.
Beautiful pitch, got him right on stride.
Had a receiver down deep, then a short receiver, Webster. We've seen it a couple times at that fullback position.
He had
Burris earlier.
And he had one man on the flat, even shorter yet. So he had a lot of options there, but he hit the right guy right on the numbers. And it's right down about the 3-yard line. Going to be first and goal to 3.
Jacob Steins comes in.
3-yard line.
Steins and Solberg at the ends. All bunched in tight. Going to try to punch this in.
Got to be close. Touchdown, Geneseo.
Walked right in.
Yes, he did.
Touchdown, Geneseo, number 35, Nate Johnson.
Be the 10th caller to the Roma's Pizza every time Geneseo scores a touchdown and win a free large 2-topping pizza. Live broadcast viewers and listeners only. Must be redeemed within 1 week. La Roma's Pizza, 944-6171.
Right over the middle. Nate Johnson takes that thing in for a touchdown right behind his big boys.
Yep. Wolak in for the PAT attempt.
Beauty.
Right down the middle.
Point after touchdown by Wolak is good.
8 for 8.
56-14 for Wolak.
He's not only 8 for 8, but he's got 8 of them right down the middle.
Congratulate our
Just
freshman football team
picture
on
perfect.
their 4-0 record right now. They defeated Sycamore last week, 29-0. They play at Dixon on Monday at 5:30, and they play again here on Wednesday versus Rock Ridge.
Harvey Green's got the intercom, the speaker system cranked up here.
Geneseo on that last drive, 8 plays, 62 yards, 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Capped off by a 3-yard touchdown run by Nathan Johnson. Wolak's kick was good to make the score 56-14. The clock sets at 2:30 or 2:43 here at Bob Reed Field.
Well, with both teams working the onside kick tactics here. You never know what's going to happen on a kickoff.
Wolak to kick off.
Kevin's got it teed up on the left hash mark.
He's driven one deep today. That one is not.
Bounce.
It's going to bounce.
Ooh, nice bounce that time for the Dixon player at the 36-yard line.
He reached out his paw and snared that as it was going by. Had he not done that, that was going to be Geneseo football. So about the 37-yard line, it's going to start.
First and 10 for the Dukes.
So the clock's rolling now with 2:21 left in this third quarter.
Got Travis Akers. We still got Panacucci, and we got A.J. Marmion, the three interior guys. On the outside is Daniels, Singbush,
Craig, and
pitcher on the far side. Oh, a pitch and catch. Look out.
Touchdown for Dixon.
Touchdown Dixon. Pass completion.
We've got a lateral. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm watching it on replay, and that's a forward pass.
That's what I was wondering, too.
The officials obviously didn't see that, but
3 minutes to go in the game.
You know, but with the naked eye, that looks like a forward pass. The quarterback threw it to out on the flat.
The receiver stepped back off the line, but I don't know if he stepped back off the line far enough to
where he actually caught the ball.
See it as
it appeared to be a forward pass, but they're going to rule it as a lateral, and then the double pitch ends up in a touchdown for Dixon. And he was wide open.
Yeah, and there's confusion out there in Dixon's part as far as who's doing or who's playing what here. And they're going to go for 2 for the PAT.
No trickery on this one.
Nice defense that time. Oh, they're going to throw a late flag.
It's very late.
Yep.
He thought about that thing, looked it over, and decided there was some contact.
On the coverage there was Petra. That is a nice play.
It was a matter of the timing of the bump.
Half the distance.
He might have touched him a split second early, but it was very close. Well played. It looked, again with the naked eye, it looked like the contact came just as the ball got there. So they're going to give it another shot. 56 to 20. He is not going to get in.
Not going to get in. They stopped him.
Completely pass.
Try for him.
Alexander along with Craig.
Conversion is no good.
Stopped him from getting in the end zone.
1:49 left to go in the period. Our score.
Patterson was there also, I believe.
Geneseo 56.
Little pass on the wing. Yep.
They'll certainly go onside kick once again here, won't they?
Patterson. We had several guys out there guarding that little pass, and he got dropped about 1 foot short of the goal line. 56-20. Yeah, it's just onside kick time no matter which team's kicking off, it appears. It's a free-for-all, and you better put some good hands up front. Do not be shocked to see this ball
either very high in the air or rolling across the grass.
To this point, yeah, they've really been squibbing it, keeping that thing down low and squibbing across the ground. Minute 49 here in the third quarter, and it's been kind of eventful third quarter.
Yeah, it has been.
49-6 at half. So 14-7 in favor of Dixon in the second half, but the end result is 56-20.
So they'll have
and that sophomore score we talked about being so high scoring. We're approaching it. We're right there.
Here we go. They go on the onside once again, and Geneseo does recover it at the 40-yard line. I believe Matt Rowley fell on top of it.
Rowley's going to come up with that one.
We're doing some wholesale substitutions now.
Rowley on the kick recovery.
Skips by a couple guys.
Shane Dixon checks in.
First and 10 for the Maple Leafs at their own 41-yard line.
Well, the last time the Leafs received the football, they drove down methodically, took it in the end zone.
See what we got here as they break the huddle.
A lot of these guys come off the second tier of the depth chart, and it's good to see them moving that football. First man.
About 2 yard, 3 yard pickup that time.
That's Aker again.
Aker,
Martinez on the
Picked up just a couple, and they're going to just drive that ball right down the field. That's their attempt.
Mielke checks in, brings the play to Nathan. Break the huddle and Jeremy May brings him up to line of scrimmage. He's going to try to get, slips and falls, goes number 35 for the Leafs. Nathan Johnson trying to cut back, loses his footing, brings up third down for the Leafs.
Johnson, trying to make a cut on that thing. Might have got some yardage if he could have made that cut, but it's probably starting to get just a little bit wet out there. But they had a man confronting him. It was basically one man to beat on that play.
And that's going to probably do it for the third quarter. So at the end of three quarters of play,
our score, Dixon
Geneseo
20,
56,
56,
Dixon 20. We'll be back after this.
This TV50 telecast is sponsored in part by Hazelwood Homes, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Eric Henderson and Greg Anderson of Country Financial, Turpins of Geneseo, Geneseo Telephone Company, Central Bank, B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery, Snap Fitness, Vandemore Funeral Homes, Holland & Sons, Northside Rexall Drug, Hammond Henry Hospital, ProTech Auto Body, Stackhouse Moore Funeral Services, Farmers National Bank. Please patronize these sponsors and let them know you appreciate their support of this TV50 telecast.
So we get set for the start of the third quarter of action here at Bob Reed Field on a fourth quarter of action.
John,
third quarter was going long enough.
Have you ever studied our main man Keith over here? After a couple hundred broadcasts, he just got the same enthusiasm he had on the first one. I was watching him during that little break, and man, he is intent.
Third and 10 for the Leafs. Johnson goes in motion. Nice sprint out this time by Nathan. Going to throw the ball short. Whoa, that's a little bit early.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice flag.
That was a lot early. He was not going to catch that ball. That's a bad mistake on Dixon's part because that was going to be an incomplete pass.
Yep, here it is on the instant replay.
But he busted him right in the back well before the ball got there.
Yep.
And you have to throw a flag on that.
Pass interference on the defense. It'll be 15 yards from the spot. Automatic first down.
The official I mentioned earlier was not used to the microphone situation. He's trying to find the microphone. Just about got hit in the head with the ball.
It should be going from this referee right here in front of us, 15 yards from there. The spot.
It should have been from the spot of the foul, but he gave him 7 yards from the spot of the foul, so I don't know if they understand. It was 15. He threw it 15 yards from where he threw the ball, and that's not what he wants. But nobody seems to be complaining, so maybe we don't know what we're talking about.
On we go. Fourth quarter of action. 10:44 left in the ball game. Geneseo's up by the score of 56-20.
I think the coaching staff right now is focused on making some positive learning experience out of this. Whoa. Gang tackled was
Dixon was all over that one.
Haxby, the ball carrier.
That was Haxby. Caleb Haxby. And I thought that was Webster for a second, but it was number 28, Caleb Haxby, carrying the football. This is the time when we start getting some opportunities again. see what you can do when you're called on.
10:05 left in the ball game. Geneseo's up 56-20.
Jeremy May again brings them up to the ball. Playing that center position.
Milky out wide left. Nathan's going to put that ball up in the air. Incomplete, overthrown down near the 20-yard line.
Intended for Milky, and he just overthrew that by about 3 yards.
Milky is incomplete.
Bring up 3rd and 12 for the Maple Leafs. Ball sits on the 46-yard line of Dixon.
Kind of a timing play, just threw it up there and hoped he'd run under it, but it was just a little too far. And it's kind of a big 3rd down play for this group. They're trying to move the football, show that they've got what it takes here to move the football, and they want to get a 1st down here.
Break the huddle, and Milky comes out wide to the right side here. Haxby sets himself. Ball's thrown. Oh, just over the head of Milky. Bring up a 4th down for the Leafs.
Yep, there's going to be no flags on that play, so it is going to stand. It's going to be 4th, and the Leafs are going to have to kick it away. Some of the people, Nathan Frankie was out there, as we mentioned. Jacob Stimes was on the field on that play.
4th down.
Trying to catch these guys as they come in and out. Milky once again, the intended receiver, number 7.
Webster goes back deep in punt formation.
Miller, the normal punter, is sitting on the trainer's bench.
End over end kick.
Oh, nice bounce. We love that.
Gonna let it die right there about the 7-yard line. Nice kick by Ryan Webster there to put Dixon deep in a hole with 8 minutes left in the ball game. Geneseo's up by the score 56-20.
Kind of got that ball kicked on the point of the football, and it looked kind of flat as it went.
Yep.
But boy, it got a nice forward bounce. Leafs start in great defensive position, pinned them back to the 7-yard line. Yeager in on defense.
They might have 12. Okay, now they got 11 players.
Pitcher's still in there, trying to pick up some of the numbers. Patterson's still in there. Mislow's still in there.
Get some pressure on the quarterback, keep him in the pocket.
Trevor Craig still on the far side over there. So a lot we got in the defensive backfield. A lot of the usuals with Nathan Yeager checking in. Cameron Panacucci still in. AJ Marmion over there. Travis Akers is in there.
Put some pressure on the quarterback here. The ball sits on about the 7-yard line. Dixon's 7-yard line with their back against the
looks like got number
goalpost.
Is that 24 over here on this side? That'd be Scott Schulte.
Might be, yeah.
On the wide linebacker spot.
Shotgun formation, 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen for Dixon. Quarterback's going to keep the ball himself and run it.
Yep.
Gets it out close to the
just across the 10.
Yep, just across the 10-yard line. Number 42 checks into the game for the Leafs. Dylan Wagoner.
Panacucci on the tackle.
Panacucci on that tackle. Looks like A.J. Marmion might have been right in the mix of it.
Jacob Miller checks in. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Panacucci is the one that really wrapped him, brought him down. Burrows come in there and put his nose in there.
Shotgun formation. Again, they want to drop back and just takes the ball away from the Geneseo defender. Over there was Nathan Yeager.
That ball was kind of.
Miller and Yeager on the tackle.
Yeah, that was Yeager. That ball was kind of thrown up in the air. It wasn't bad coverage. No, that was not Yeager on the coverage. It was Jacob Miller.
Okay.
Number 18, Jacob Miller was on the coverage, and it was just kind of a jump ball. And number 80, Andrew Smith, is just a big fella. He's about 6'4". It kind of went up like he wanted that rebound.
Now they put 3 receivers at the top of the screen. They'll bring one back across. Give it to him. Right in front of the Geneseo bench, about the 50-yard line. They're going to be short of the 1st down. 5:14 left in the ball game.
Nice tackle by Scott Schulte right there.
Miller Ben Schulte on the tackle.
Wrapped him by the legs, and Miller come in and finished it off high on the high side.
Ball's at the Dixon 49-yard line, second down.
Inside, 5 minutes left in the ball game. 4 receivers top of the screen. Incomplete.
Okay.
Incomplete pass. Justin Kane checks into the game for the Leafs.
Couldn't tell if that was intentional, like a screen pass over on the far side. No. See, that's the same play. They were going to do the double pitch right there, and that was definitely a forward pass. Had he caught that ball and thrown it again, I would hope they'd caught it that time.
Dixon's confused or something out on the field here.
We got number 66, Devin Tate's in here at the right defensive tackle spot.
3 receivers top of the screen for Dixon.
There's a screen. Oh, it's picked.
Intercepted. Intercepted by Geneseo, looks like.
That's Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas with the interception.
By Joe Thomas.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Joe comes from that linebacker spot. A lot of pressure. Read the screen. Good awareness. Patterson was also in on that play.
Geneseo.
Timeout by the Green Machine.
Turnover stops the drive.
Geneseo, first charge timeout.
3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the game. Leafs trying to make sure they got something going offensively here because they got a lot of new jerseys in there. Keeping 11 guys kind of in sync is not an easy task when you're trying to get people in the ball game, trying to give people opportunities. So Coach Johnson saying, making sure he's got able bodies in the right positions.
(56-20), Maple Leafs on top.
Going to try to catch some of these numbers for you as they go in here. Looks like 53, Chris Olsen's going to check in.
We have a final on the Sterling LP game. Sterling 28, LP 21.
Sterling 28, LaSalle Peru 21, a final.
Yeah.
That must have been a tighter ball game than Sterling expected, but.
Zach Mackey's on the field, it's number 65.
Okay, and Jacob Miller is going to take over the quarterbacking duties. Just came off of that crew that just made a nice defensive stand.
Illegal procedure against defense.
So that'll
63. Gage Blacker's on the field.
I think we've got about everybody out there.
82. James Hartsock checks out. 86. Michael Hogsey over by Coach Mackey, ready to take some action.
Gonna go sweep play around the outside for the Leafs. Picks up nice yardage, but still gonna be short of the first down.
Wagner, the ball carrier.
Wagner, the carrier, picked up about 9. That's 42, Dylan Wagner.
45 checks in. Kyle Meyer.
Justin Kane checks out. He was in on that play, and Jacob Stimes checks out.
It's called 2nd and 5 for the Leafs. Geneseo's up by a score of 56-20 here late in the game. For a nice sweep play, a little convoy out in front of him, gets the first down, does.
Well, they've got a yellow flag flying out there. I'm thinking that thing was Haxby again.
Yep.
No. Who did he say was?
Flag on the play.
Oh, Philip Anderson checking in.
I don't know what the call was.
Personal foul, 5-yard face mask.
Going to have a 5-yard face mask penalty against Dixon. That ball is going to be moved to first down territory. I believe it was close to a first down anyway.
Result of the penalty is first down.
Okay, Miller brings the play in to handle the quarterback duties. Got number 27 is Philip Anderson in there.
Under continuous clock here in this fourth quarter.
First and 10 for the
124 left in the ball game.
Got Chris Olson in the ball game.
Stacked up right in the middle.
Not going too far.
So minute 10 left in the ball game.
Schulte, the ball carrier.
Coaches are still shuffling people in and out.
Got Schulte carrying the ball. Devin Tate's now on offense. Michael Hogsey in at the ends position. Wish I could see some of those interior lineman numbers in there.
Miller brings them up the line of scrimmage, goes under center. .42 with the carry. Wagner.
He gets out wide. He's going to get good yardage on that play.
Close to a.
Wagner, the ball carrier.
And that's pretty much going to do it for us, I believe. We got 20 seconds left on the continuous clock, and a couple guys want to try to get in one more play before the horn sounds here in this homecoming game.
Trey Wittenberg's out there. We haven't called his number yet.
Exactly what they want to do, get some play in.
Got to get one snap. He just got it.
Going to go sweep play.
And they're going to get a first down, but that's going to do it.
And the final score of our contest, Dixon 20, Geneseo 56. Have a happy homecoming.
Have a happy homecoming. Well, that's a good way to start the homecoming right there as far as a victory in your homecoming game on your home field. A beautiful night and a big crowd.
Wrestlers and parents on the cleanup crew, please
I have to admit the first unit, both offensively and defensively, came out with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of urgency to get this ball game off on the right foot.
Yes.
Took a 49-0 lead. And, you know, obviously they're trying to learn some things, to establish some depth, do some other things. And the intensity was changed just a little bit as the personnel moved in and out. But for the most part, everybody did a fine job. 56-20, the final. Great way to celebrate homecoming.
49-6 at halftime. So it's tough to stay completely focused the whole game when you got a lead like that. I'll wait for a few stats here before we leave the air, but some stats to be looked at. Sophomores tonight were victorious by the score of 52-24 over this same Dixon Dukes. And then our freshmen are undefeated on the season for the Maple Leafs. We go with a few of the individual scores. Geeson for Dixon had 48 yards on 16 attempts. White, 3 attempts for 19 yards. Passing the ball, Geeson was 14 of 25 for 185 yards, 2 touchdowns along of 35 yards on the night. Receiving, Smith was 7 receptions for 124. White had 5 receptions for 41. Thomas 1 reception for 9. And Dixon as a team had 1 reception for 11. On Geneseo's side of the ball, Miller 3 attempts rushing for 110 yards with a 36-yard average, 1 touchdown. Ray Singbush 6 attempts, 65 yards in the evening. Ryan Webster 9 carries for 55. Snyder 3 attempts for 53. Dylan Wagner 3 carries for 17. Jacob Aker 3 carries for 16. Nate Johnson 5 carries for 15. Caleb Haxby had 3 carries for 10 yards. Burris 3 carries for 10. Nathan Yeager 2 carries for 4 for a team total of 355 yards on the ground this evening. Snyder was 5 of 7 for 104 yards, 1 touchdown pass and a long of 42. Nathan Yeager had 1 attempt, 1 completion for 30 yards. Receiving the ball, Daniels had 2 receptions for 56. Burris 2 receptions for 42. Webster 1 reception for 30. Rowley had 1 reception for 6. On the evening, some of the team stats: Geneseo had 24 first downs to Dixon's 12. Rushing the ball, Geneseo had 355 yards rushing to Dixon's 73. Passing the ball, Geneseo passed the ball 134 yards to Dixon's 26 yards passing. Total yards on the evening, Geneseo 489 to Dixon's 294. Fumbles, Geneseo had 1 fumble and lost it. Dixon had 1 fumble and lost it also. Geneseo had 1 fumble, did not lose it. Penalties, 3 penalties for 12 yards for Geneseo. For Dixon, they had 3 penalties for 25. Time possession, Geneseo 27 minutes to Dixon's 29. Punting the ball, Geneseo punted once for 39 yards average, and Dixon punted twice for an average of 32. So pretty much stats for the evening. I'd like to, again, thank those who may help bring this broadcast to you, and then bring this broadcast to you in the WG. We'd like to thank those who helped bring this broadcast to you in the WGRG Tyler Ford crew back in the studio. Thanks a lot to Ron Hartman and the Geneseo Communications for providing TV 50's internet streaming. Thanks to the statisticians Willis Endel and John Buzzard, and technical coordinator Keith Kennett. And at the end of the broadcast here, I'd like to once again thank Bob Ketta for being side by side with me and bring us all this action in these long, drawn-out second halves of the game. But certainly, Geneseo tonight, homecoming game, was victorious with a victory on the evening with a final score of 56-20 over the Dixon Dukes. And we will see you next week versus a team from Ottawa. So we'll be ready for that one. So once again, thanks for listening. I am John Rowley along with Bob Pettit and all the action here at homecoming. Geneseo was victorious by the score of 56-20. Thanks for listening.